If someone is selling you a stress relief workshop or a life coaching session, chances are that you are most likely getting scammed. Hey guys, this is Himanshu this side. I hope that you've been doing awesome. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Stress relief and motivational coaches and influencers probably might not like this video, and if you are a fan of any of these people, then either you will hate me at the end of this video or you will choose to have a different point of view to deal with stress after watching this video. I really hope it's the latter case. A huge thanks to my friend Vishu, who basically recommended that I make a video around this topic because it seems very, very relevant and it's going to help a lot of people. I hope it really does that. Let's talk stress. You see, there are multiple causes of stress in life. It could be your business, it could be your job, your health, illness, relationship with your loved ones, studies, financial problems, family issues, and whatnot. The list is endless. But let me ask a question to you now. Do you think that there is one single solution for all these types of stress that I mentioned? The answer is probably no, right? Take into account that every single individual's life is different and complex. We are not machines, we are humans. You cannot just go out there and ask someone to, just download a software update in your brain and automatically all your stress levels are going to get vanished. That simply isn't the case, no matter how much you want it to. Hence, there is no way, there is absolutely no way that there is one single solution for all these different types of stress that I just mentioned. And you are not going to get this solution in any stress management or life coaching or motivational workshop. That simply cannot happen. Now, the funny part is that there are a lot of life coaches and motivational coaches and internet influencers who claim that they can fix all of your stresses in your life. They can fix all of your problems. How is that even possible? The serious bottom line is that these motivational gurus, these spiritual gurus, and these life coaches are under-trained and under-equipped to deal with the problems that you guys are facing on a day-to-day basis. It's dangerous that these guys are working on deep psychological issues while having a very vague understanding of the human brain or human relationships. So many people reach out to these charlatans, doling out tons and tons of money. In fact, this entire industry is based on exploiting the vulnerability of people with a strong emphasis on manipulative selling. To make the matters worse, internet has made this exploitation easier because these people are now very accessible. As a result, we have creators on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok who have absolutely no medical training and who are now just going out giving life advices and life coaching and even stress management sessions. By the way, here's a quick tip. It's very easy to identify these people. They will often use words like manifest, harness the energy, heal your soul in their videos. If someone is saying that, most likely they are the younger generation is especially more prone to being influenced by these people because these people have mastered the art of saying exactly what they want to hear, therefore making them feel good and justifying their actions. These people know how to massage your ego. They have now amassed a cult following and you get fascinated by them because everything that they say feels so relatable to you. A typical case of what we call as the confirmation bias. These creators ensure that you keep living your life full of delusions in your bubble. Whereas more often than not, what you really require is to step out of that bubble to fix yourself and consequently fix your life. So what's even the point of this video? Am I just not going to tell you what to do to manage your stress? Well, to a certain extent, yes, but I can tell you what to do and what not to do, where you can actually go wrong in your journey of stress and anxiety levels management. And now I'm just going to present to you what actually you can do to help yourself get better. First of all, you need to have the basics covered, and then you can decide if you need additional help or not. The basics include eating nutritious food, drinking plenty of water, managing your sleep schedule and getting enough sleep every single night, making sure that you are getting at least 3 to 4 days of vigorous exercise done in every single week. Also, limit your consumption of alcohol, cigarette, vapes, etc. or stop them altogether. Now, these are the things which exactly no one wants to do, and people would rather find excuse of seeing a life coach or a motivational coach or a spiritual guru for external help. What can I even say? I mean, it's disappointing. However, if you are not able to do even this bare minimum for whatever reason, including not having the time or the means to do this, then yes, you need additional help, and now is the time to reach out for help. And this is where exactly the second point comes in. If you're not able to do the previously mentioned basic things, maybe it is now time to see a mental health expert like a psychologist, or in severe cases, a psychiatrist, something which people do not bother about. It's crazy that the world works in this ways. I mean, people are actually willing to spend a lot of money seeing a random life coach or a random YouTuber who basically will be just massaging your ego. Whereas the ideal situation is that you should be visiting a trained mental health expert who can tell you what exactly is wrong with you and help you fix it. Sadly, people don't do that. I can speak from a personal experience that visiting a psychologist or a psychiatrist works. You get to the root of the problem faster, and then you become well equipped to solve it or either deal with it. Something which a life coach or a YouTuber will never tell you, because they do not want to lose out on their customer or their viewer. The third point that I want to mention here is that you should be solution oriented, which basically means that if you know that there is a possible solution to your problem, then you should work towards that and plan out how to achieve it. You have to chase this goal in a well planned and well organized way. And always have a plan B in case your original plan fails. See, you should always have two plans that you are working on simultaneously, so that if one of those fails, you can still continue chasing your goal. Now, I agree that there might be some cases of stress where you actually cannot form any plan and you just have to deal with it, especially in cases like loss of loved ones. In situations like this, it's okay. Take your time to grieve. No one is judging you. The only goal here is to come to terms with the fact that whatever has happened, and then try to slowly move on in your life. And if you're not able to do that, once again, seek medical help. The final thing that you should do is that you should have a very good and strong support system for yourself. If you haven't done it already, start building relationships with your friends and family members. Basically, those people who are going to push you through tough times and guide you in the right direction. Real friends know when they can help you, but at the same time, they also know when they cannot help you. And when they cannot help you, they are going to point you in the right direction rather than misguiding you. Invest time and energy in building support system that is going to stand by you when everything falls apart. Here is a hack that I have actually devised to figure out if a particular person is a part of my support system or not, and then you can also use this hack for your own benefit. Find a friend who's going to allow you to stay at his or her house whenever you want, when things go really bad for you, for as many days as you want, free of charge, without expecting anything in return. If you know a person like that, then congratulations, that person is a very vital part of your support system. And please make sure that you have more than one person like this, because if one of these people go away, then you at least have a backup. Now that we have already spoken about what you can do to be better equipped to deal with stress and anxiety levels, now I'm going to talk about the don'ts. But before I actually do that, please consider subscribing to this channel and liking this video if you like the content so far. I'm trying to make sure that I bring some value information to you guys, which basically benefits you. And your support in this is going to keep me motivated to keep creating content like this for a long time. Now let's talk about the don'ts. Things that you should absolutely not do if you are going through stress and if you are trying to manage your stress levels. Once again, let's start with the basics. If you are having problems in your life and if you are going through a rough patch, just do not try to distract yourself from that particular problem and instead fall for quick dopamine fixes like consumption of a lot of alcohol, substance abuse, unsafe sex, and whatnot. All these activities are probably going to give you a quick dopamine release and you will feel good temporarily, but in the long run, they are going to destroy you. This is because all these underlying issues remain untreated and then they show up in really ugly forms later on in your life, which impacts your relationships with others as well as your professional relationships. Another common mistake which people actually make very frequently is basically acquiring toxic positivity. Do not invalidate your emotions like sadness, frustration, and grief by saying and telling yourself that you need to maintain a positive outlook towards life even in the faces of difficulty. That's really unhealthy. And if someone comes to you and says stuff like, just stay positive, whatever happens, happens for good, it could have been even worse, just look at the bright side, please punch that person in the face. You do not want people like these in your life. Statements like this seldom help and they are only going to cause more harm to you. What you are actually looking for is a fix or a solution to your problem. You are not looking for a false sense of security or hope. Point number 3, Do not try to just forcefully fill the void which has been caused because of the absence of someone. This is very, very common, and this happens a lot when people actually go through a breakup. Feeling that they now have a void in their life, they instantly start seeking new relationships to cover up that void without giving themselves time to mentally heal. Not only this results in toxic behaviors in your relationships because you tend to become more and more insecure, at the same time it makes you heavily dependent on your new partner. And as for your new partner, you might actually come across as very, very clingy and very, very needy, which is not a good sign. You have to get yourself sorted first before jumping into a new relationship. Point number 4 is something which I have already mentioned a couple of times, that do not seek help from people who are not equipped to help you out. This includes life coaches, spiritual gurus, and random YouTubers who are not equipped or not trained to give you any advice and instead try to make your life more toxic. The final point of don't is one of the most important points. Please, please, please do not self-diagnose. Please do not just, Google up the symptoms and start believing that you have depression or you have general anxiety disorder and whatnot. Do not do self-diagnosis. Leave this up to the professionals. You are not qualified to do that. If you diagnose yourself wrong and then you start taking corrective steps as per that particular diagnosis, you actually might end up making your situation even worse. You do not want to end up in a situation like that. These were all my viewpoints about managing stress and anxiety levels in your life. Now, if you have watched this video till here, I hope that you've done that because you found this video very engaging and useful. Please tell me in the comments if that was the case and how can I further improve the quality of my videos. And if you have actually benefited from this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please press like so that this video reaches out to more and more people and it benefits them. Also, if you would like to share this video with your friends or your families, please go ahead and do so. This might actually end up saving some lives. Also, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm trying very, very hard to make content for you guys. In the daytime, I'm working and I only get to shoot and record these videos during the night time after 12 a.m. In the very near future, I'm planning on creating some fun content as well, which you might enjoy. If you do not want to miss out on this, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for staying and listening with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, guys, and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.